points in the game.
It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on a participant from the playoffs last year, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. He'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Using his legs, it's Lanning. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. The Bayou Bengals have in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Guzman. Under fire. He's got it along the sideline. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
You know, this offense knew coming into the game they were going to get some opportunities to take shots down the field. They feel like they've got the guys in the perimeter to win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Lanning. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Tom, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Caught near the sticks. It's Kendricks. Ball by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Illinois. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Floating away. Trying to escape and get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He wants to change this route. Looking to pass. It's Guzman. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Runs through the tackle. Let's talk for a second about Illinois. We start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now.
Fires into traffic, picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake.
He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
That is exactly what you want from your quarterback. Hanging in there, letting the route develop, throwing the football down the field while you're getting hit, and the receiver does the rest and runs into the end zone for the touchdown.
Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The give on the inside. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Scanning the field, it's Kendricks. Forced out of the pocket. Throws into the middle of the field. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
The short hands, it's Williams. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. He's already got 46 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Now adjusting. Makes the grab. It's Roach. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Wants to throw. It's Kendricks. Gets rid of it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On fourth down, going to the air. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. So they gamble on fourth down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
4th and long. I mean, what just 4th and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there, 4th?
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Illini. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Guzman. Trying to get behind the defense. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the run. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. 2nd down coming up in this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
He'll return it. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. Crosses the 35. Turning it on. Running inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, LSU!
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that. Looking to throw, it's Kendricks. That's caught, it's Roach. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. All right, guys, let's chat about Illinois. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. Finding an escape route. Breaks into the open. Bulldozes his way through. Past the 20. Touchdown LSU! He shed tackles right and left and housed it. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Hand off from the shotgun. Find some fresh air. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. He's now up to 58 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Kendricks. Puts it out of the air. At the 40, there he goes. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Now improvising. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
trying to convert. Illinois comes to the line. On fourth down, looking to pass. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Wants to throw again. Finds his back in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Dropping back, it's Kendricks. And it's picked off for the third time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Direct snap. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. You saw the defender jump the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it up.
Out of the gun to give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Slithers into space. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 4th down, trying to find his man. They get to him as he throws. Got a man in the middle. Perfectly thrown ball, nice catch, good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We've got a good one going here in the 3rd quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Illinois offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
On target over the middle. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on the ground.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. The Illini started this drive deep in their own end, but now starting to generate some momentum. Running back searching for a hole. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Dropping back, it's Kendricks. Here comes the heat. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down. Now, the offense is in an interesting situation.
They've converted every time on fourth down. 3 for 3 so far. They'll go for 4. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Illinois! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turned. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. The 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. To the air, it's Kendricks. to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field. Turning it on. Touchdown Tigers. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Out of the end zone. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the offense back onto the field. To the air on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Connection to the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Illinois right back to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Back to pass, it's Kendricks. Moves away as he feels pressure. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Runs through a tackle. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Leaves it with the running back. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Back to pass, it's Kendricks. He makes a grab. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. They'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. And he throws another interception. He's at the 50. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Tigers.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders. You're in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. Got his man downfield. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Illinois lining up quickly.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Looking to throw, it's Kendricks. Back's got it. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Illini.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Those are the kind of plays in the second half you have to make. This back has had plenty of success. He's gotten a lot of touches. Now, defensively, we got to show him things are about to be different.
A 3rd down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. That's why you never assume the first guy's going to make the tackle, and you have to keep running to the football.
Man, it's something you highlight every single week in defensive meetings. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Take the correct angle. Nice job. First guy misses. Second guy gets him on the ground, forces the fourth down, throws that fist up in the air.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the fourth, a chance to move on top with a score. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's Kendricks. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the biggest drive for the defense, desperate to get a stop. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Trying to impose their will with the run.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. UAB is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display.
Got a little space.
They're up by 22 over Troy. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Kendricks. This time he's got it. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. They'll move the wide receiver. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. From the red zone, looking for a man. Unloads to the wideout. Looking to get it in. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still 1st and goal. Just keeps slinging it. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
Looking for the 2-point try. Back to throw, it's Kendricks. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Time is of the essence, just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.